This might be the motivation for you to keep going on YouTube. YouTube is an obstacle course. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. YouTube is the most beautiful thing you can do. You can put out your own content and really share your creativity. But it's also very hard. And I want to tell you a little story, my story, and the obstacles that I had to overcome to not succeed on YouTube, because I'm not succeeding. I'm far from successful, but to have fun on YouTube. Reach my goals on YouTube, which might be different than you think. I'll share them later in the video. When I was a little boy, I wanted to be a YouTuber. That's not true because YouTube hasn't been around for so long. But in 2011, I started a YouTube channel. Did nothing with it until 2019. And I was a woodworker. I thought, well, let's share my woodworking projects on my YouTube channel. And I thought I would gain subscribers really fast because the projects I was making are really awesome. I soon realized that YouTube is a struggle because especially when you're starting out, nobody knows you and nobody has seen your content, and the algorithm has to find out who to push your content to. So when starting out, set your mind to zero. Don't expect anything. Expect nothing in return for your hard work and your effort to put out the best content you can. Because, to be honest, your content in the beginning will suck. It will be really bad, and it's okay because my content was really bad when I started out, and it is still not the best content out there. So I'm just doing what I can to improve my videos every time I upload, and every time I start editing my videos, I try something new. And that's what you should do, because I started filming all my woodworking projects. I started to get better when I grew in this YouTube thing, because when you're uploading videos and when you're filming and when you're editing, you're essentially training your muscles, your brain muscles, on the process of creating videos. So it gets easier, and when it gets easier, you have the time and motivation to try new things. And that's what I want to tell you from the beginning on. Just see it as a learning curve. The first year, the first 100 videos, maybe you can put out a video once every 3 days. It's a learning curve, and you have to see it like that, because if you expect amazing results, you will be let down and you will be sad. You will be going into creator burnout, which I experienced firsthand, and it sucks. It sucks really bad because I was living YouTube, I was breathing YouTube, and I was thinking to myself, I have to put out so much content and I have to grow my subscriber counts and I have to grow my views. And I was monetized pretty fast. I was monetized in a year. There was no money coming in because in the woodworking niche, the RPM is so low that you don't make a lot of money. I make about $60 a month. Until recently, until I started pivoting my content. Now it's a little bit more. Because I was living YouTube, I was checking my studio every day. Every half an hour, I was checking my studio. I was breathing YouTube. I was looking at my studio when I woke up, when I went to bed. And all I could talk about was YouTube. And that really took a toll on my wife because she loves my hobbies, but she doesn't want to hear about it 24/7. And I was just rattling on about YouTube and what I wanted to do to grow and what were my results of the last day. And I understand it, just didn't care after the 15,000th time I told her. It was then when I realized that I had to take a step back, because if I would go on with this YouTube thing at that moment, I would burn out, I would ruin my relationship. I had to be there for my kids because I'm a dad and I have a full-time job, and it's okay to have hobbies. But when I came back from work, I said hi to the kids, and now I'm going to make YouTube videos. Take your time in this process because results won't be there. So why rush into this thing that will burn you out eventually? So what I did was I stopped YouTube altogether. I really took a step back, stop YouTube, and think what I'm going to do next to make it sustainable and to make it so that I can do this thing on YouTube, enjoy myself, and maybe get some results, but don't overwork myself, if that makes any sense. After that, I first thought I would go back to creating woodworking videos, but I soon realized that Making woodworking videos takes a lot of time. Making woodworking videos, you have to think about all the angles you have to film in. It's a lot of editing, especially if you want to keep up with the big boys. You know, they're putting out very retention edited videos, like John Malecki, for example. I can't keep up with that. He has a whole crew filming and editing his videos. I just can't keep up with that. And my personal touched content just didn't resonate as much as I would hope. So I then thought to myself, do I want to keep creating videos in the woodworking niche? It just kept nagging in my head that just wasn't the way to go, you know? I had to come up with something else because I love woodworking and I love YouTube, but I love YouTube even more. So I quit woodworking. But now what, you know? I saw a video of Brendan Spiegel. I'll link his channel in the description. And he was talking about just create whatever you want. And that really struck me because I'm doing YouTube as a hobby. So I'm doing YouTube because I love it. So why not make content that I love? Why keep pushing myself in the direction of videos that I don't like to make? Why keep chasing the numbers? Why keep chasing stats? Why not just do whatever I love, post whatever I love? I tried it and I really enjoy myself, but the results are really stagnating because growth is super slow. Maybe it has to do with the fact that YouTube has to find my audience again because it's thinking that I'm still putting out woodworking content, but I shifted into this style of content you're watching right now. Maybe that's it, but growth is super slow. I'm enjoying myself, don't get me wrong. YouTube is always about chasing numbers. Even though you say you're not chasing numbers, YouTube is about chasing numbers. We all want subscribers, we all want views, because if you didn't care about the subscribers or the views, you wouldn't be on YouTube and you would just be making videos for your friends or something. The fact that we're on YouTube says that we want growth, that we want subscribers, and we want all the good stuff, but that is slow when you're making the things you want. So then I thought, okay, I have to stay in a certain niche. I cannot put out this content and then content in this niche and then fall back to woodworking videos. Well, I cannot do that. So this channel is all about the things that I'm thinking and experiencing in my YouTube journey. And I have about 10 other channels in different niches that I post my other content to. And that's really the way to go. I know in some of my earlier videos I've been saying just make whatever you want, don't care about the niche. The niche is very important if you want growth on YouTube. I really understand that now. You don't have to stay in a single niche but post your videos on different channels. That's the only way to keep the algorithm in your favor and start getting some results that you're after. And another struggle you have to overcome is the urge to buy the best gear you need. I have been buying a lot of stuff, like this Rode mic right here. For me, it's a very expensive mic. I think it's 200 or 250 euros and the stand is 80 euros. So it's a lot of money for me. My camera is a Sony ZV-E10. Let me check. Excuse me, this is Sony ZV-1F. And it was also a pretty expensive camera for me, at least. It's not the best, I really know that. It's just a vlog style camera. It's expensive. I have a shotgun mic on here, although I'm recording on my Rode mic. I have a tripod with my Sony ZV-1F that I can control it with. Expensive. I have the Lemetric Time right here. Super expensive if you look at the things it can do. But you don't need all that. What I have right here, and I cannot show it you because my camera is mounted right now, but I have cheap LED lights right here and right here. This is some decoration I made on my laser printer, and this is just a painted wall. Although this is not the most beautiful setup and I'm going to change it in the future, it's okay. It's really okay.